back. I'm back for some action, I think. Quickly just see what's happening here. Monetization. See how many people are watching. Also put on a thumbnail. There we go. Here's the way. I'll have to check into that. Break swing trade opportunity. All right, yeah, we'll have to look at that. This is the position? I don't see any data on it. It's not showing me anything. There we go. It has been moving the last few days. Let's look at a year to date. You can see it was up to $79, has decreased quite a bit down to some of these lower levels. Just trying to see if I can find any levels of support at 9 cents, if this is the position that we're looking at. Looks like it. But yeah, it has been moving quite a bit, looking for a retest of 29 cents. Decent swing trade, you're right. I'm not bullshitting. Check the Discord. I'm here for Macor's mom. Well, you're not going to get her. German market is up 338%. Up from 19 cents to 80 cents, German market. Huh. Very interesting. Very interesting. I've got 23 people in here, guys. Make sure you guys hit the like button if you can. As soon as I start talking, Carl rubs my leg. I don't know what you're doing, you silly cat. Come here. How you guys doing today? I know I wasn't live yesterday, and it sucks that I wasn't. But, you know, I had a couple of things to do. I even had some things to do this morning, so this is why I'm pretty late getting on. It's just, I mean, it just kills you. Month end close, all the different tasks, they just kill you. But, you know, got to do what you got to do. Amazon trying to short a basis. They could buy up the property allegedly. I don't know what that means. I'm guessing Carl wants food. No, I already fed him just maybe like 20 minutes ago. 30 minutes ago. How's that golf swing? Not good. Uploading a video today where I don't think I hit a single. I think I hit one good shot out of all the shots that I hit. My putting is really good, but I don't know. My golf swing, it just needs work. I think I might get a coach, swing coach. I might go take some lessons or something just to see, because it's the over the top swing for me. It's like I keep coming over the top. I know how my swing, you know, gets better. It's just I need to have that in to out swing, or even just a neutral swing, because my face is always open. So if my face is open, I'm gonna have a draw, or I'm gonna have a fade, or a yeah. I know I need to shallow out that club. 100%. You're gonna see in the next video, and I will not, you know, take all these bad shots away from you. I want to make sure that if I'm gonna display golf, I'm gonna display realistic golf, you know. So it should be fun. But you'll see the progression of my swing and of my play. My putting, like I said, really good. Have no real problems with that. Chipping, I guess I'm still out to in, even on the chipping stroke. But yeah, we'll figure it out. Uploading a video today. That's going to be a fun one. I'm seeing your videos right now. Thank you for everything. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, any videos that you watch help me, and if you know, financial videos or investing videos and all that stuff help you guys, you know, I'm here for it. That's what I'm here for. do you drink while you golf? Best combo. It depends when it is. Most times, in the afternoon, or after like work ish, I'll drink sometimes. But it's all in the hips. Yeah, it's all in the hips. You're right. It's the fact that actually my arms. I can explain that later, but it's my arms. It's less of my hips because my hips do the job. It's my arms that don't do the job the right way. They're getting stuck too high. I'm coming down too steep. If they stay low, then I come down shallow. Today we see 50 green Friday. That's what I'm hoping for. I mean, yesterday was green, which was kind of surprising to me. But we did have a red Thursday, so I mean red Wednesday. So I mean, I guess it's not too surprising. We had one day that was red at least, and down quite a bit at that. But hopefully we can see 50. I know Ethereum is making some moves. From what I've seen, Ethereum is pushing 4,000. That's really amazing. Pushing 4,000. It's at $3,986. Bitcoin is almost up to that $50,000 mark. ADA has surpassed $3.10 previously. Currently below $3, but I don't think $3 is a strong resistance point anymore. It has broken through that. Litecoin is up quite a bit. I do hold some Litecoin that's up to 195, which is a great sign. XRP is down. Dogecoin is up to 29 cents. Ethereum Classic's up to 70 cents. So things are looking good. Things are looking pretty good. I haven't checked my crypto this morning. But good morning, Bad Kitty. Good morning, Not a Dead Cat. How you guys doing this morning? Also, I have a video that I recorded yesterday with Erica. We have a couple of videos that we're gonna do, and it's all fun. XRP is down from when? It's down, I guess, from the last 24 hours because it's down 1%, which is not crazy, but it's only down like 1%, to $1.27. Morning, Matt. Good morning, everyone. Yep, good morning. It is a good morning. Let's see what GME is doing as well. We want to make sure that they're looking good. So recently we've seen them get as high as like 230, 232, 233, something like that. Now currently at 213. It is a negative day. We did have a positive day, slightly positive day yesterday. And the volume right now isn't really looking that strong. Tired but good. Finally was able to reach my family in New Jersey. They're good. Just got a lot of rain. Thank you for asking. Yep, no problem. I've seen videos of I guess Jersey, Philly, like so many different places that got rained out. And luckily we had a lot of rain, but it wasn't to that level. Like it was flooded everywhere, but I didn't have any problems with my basement. That's a good thing because I don't want all of my streaming software to get ruined. So I think we're good for now. What about AMC volume level? AMC volume level right now is at 54,000 for Webull, which I would imagine is around 100, 110 or 120 total volume, which is not the best. It's not the best at all. A lot of times we would like to see somewhere around 200 plus, maybe even more than that at this point. And then we get into 801 after 8 o'clock, and we should add on about 100 to 200,000. But that's not the case. What about do you have any recommendations for ETFs to buy into for a Roth? There's a lot of ETFs. I recommend that you can go on this website. There's a lot of ETFs and newer ETFs that you can get into, and that's where you want to get into, because a lot of these older ETFs, they're kind of at, I'm not saying they're at the end of their life. It's just they have cycles that they go under. So you're going to see maybe some pullbacks of those ETFs, and then people investing more into the position so that they get in at the lows and grow it back up to where it was. So I recommend going to this website, etftrends.com. They have a lot of different ETFs that you can look into, and newer ETFs at that. I talk about this on Patreon. I haven't uploaded a Patreon video this week, but typically I'll talk about a ETF, and I have like an ETF watch that you can get into. But there's a lot of different ones. You probably want to pick one with like a that has a history of having great ETFs. Like one that I've seen before is a Fidelity ETF, which was really, really good. And you end up just finding the right ETF for you. So this is what I recommend you do. Just going on here, looking up what you believe is a great sector to have your ETF in, what type of ETF, all of that, and you can jump on it. So etftrends.com, category / new ETFs. Or you can go to like established ETFs, but you have popular ETFs. You're the man, thanks. No problem. Yeah, I love ETFs for a Roth IRA. I just I put in all different types of things in there. I'm gonna go with this. Put this here. All right. You cover Mmat. What has Mmat done? I believe they were like, they kind of fell off a cliff from where they were. They are making a little bit of a comeback. Have jumped in the past couple of days. So let's look at them in the last month. So the last few days, back from, I guess, weeks, right? Back from August 23rd. I don't know why I want to say October. August 23rd, you started seeing an increase in this position. Now, do I believe that it's going to get back to where it once was, looking at year to date, where it was at $21.76? No, I don't think. I think this gap, anything above this gap, is just not feasible unless you start to see some more action, maybe on the shorting side, or some action on people just buying the position because they do believe in the position. I hear this come up a lot. It's so tough to even get to somewhere around this area here. I believe that once you start seeing it increase to a certain level, you're going to see it pull back, because all of this was based on, all of that hype that we did see, and, pumping that position because of that. So I would say you look at some previous tests. So at max somewhere around $10, but it's still tough to see that, because that's a huge gap as well. So in my opinion, the amount that it has risen is the amount that is probably the peak amount that I would hope for. If I bought in somewhere low, I would probably sell somewhere around that point, just because it doesn't make sense for me if you're not seeing any other resistance points, any strong levels of resistance. Oh, AMG Golf. They have cool stuff for swing help. See, it's not about like the fact that I don't have a lot of drills to do. It's that I can't get the feeling right. Every time I get into, out on the course, I start to get ahead of myself and try and swing aggressively. And every time I swing aggressively, it's like I'm forcing myself down instead of forcing myself out. If I force myself out, I'll be good. And sometimes I play like that, but it's very rare. It's very rare. I mean, I had a couple shots playing with my wife where we did a couple of challenges, and I just was not swinging well. Some of the shots I swung well, but most of them just wasn't good. I will fix it. It's going to take time. You can't fix it overnight. And I will never say that I've completely fixed it, because no matter what, that slice is going to always be there. It's going to always be in play. But I know that I can hit a fade. I've seen myself hit a draw, but it's so difficult. And even if I did have an out to in swing, then I have to worry about fixing the face, because people can have an in to out swing. I have to worry about fixing the face, because you can still have a hook if you do that. And my club face is usually like more open, but if I'm gonna swing out to in, my face would get stronger, so then I would end up hitting it like my face would be closed, which would create a hook or a draw, which is not bad to have a draw. You get more distance, but yeah, it's tough. We'll figure it out. I got my simulator for my irons, and then when I move, I'm gonna make sure I have 10-foot tall ceilings so that I can use my driver in my simulator. You have no mid game, really. Yeah, I would say that I struggle the most with my long irons. Usually my short game and my putter are on point, but my short game hasn't been great recently. Nothing has been great besides my putter. What's up, everybody? Are we gonna ball, or wait? We're gonna be balling today? I hope so. I hope AMC makes a huge move today. We're waiting for that to really take off. I mean, they're running out of firepower. You could see it yesterday that they wanted to short this thing to hell, which I haven't seen exactly where it's at, and I'll check that. But they wanted to short it, and they just couldn't do enough. I wouldn't let you in my golf cart. Well, that's good. Thank you. So we're at one. So, anyways, we finished at 1.5 or 1.6% yesterday, which they were fighting it as much as they could. I mean, we didn't have a crazy amount of volume, but you've seen what they did with the shorts, and then starting to see that increase because they couldn't hold it. The news about Chinese stocks being delisted. What are you? Some beating down ones like DIDI and NSTG, mainly DIDI. I bought 30 calls yesterday, looking good this morning so far. So, I don't know news about stocks being delisted. I don't know about all Chinese stocks being delisted, because obviously I hold a SOS, but that's. I mean, I feel like any type of news is good news. When you see something like that, they end up pumping it. They end up pushing it. So I wouldn't say, that you can just say, oh, well, you know what? Everybody get out of the position. It's going to be delisted or whatever. But I mean, like you said, this morning it looks good. And the reason that it looks good is probably because of that reason. It's just like, oh, it's going to be delisted. Well, let's get into the position before we miss out, type of thing. So you're definitely seeing some good movement as of now, up 40 cents from when it closed. Now, even if it is up 40 cents, it's up 4%, 4.4%, while it was down the same amount yesterday. So basically just getting all of that back, getting that 39 cents back that it lost. It's Friday. I will be happy. Just sideways actions instead of dumping like usual. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say like usual because, you know, typically, or the last few Fridays, we've seen them as green days. So usual now would be Friday being a green day, and unusual would be Friday being a red day. We understand that typically Fridays are a red day, so it was just kind of unusual to see multiple weeks go through in the same fashion. I tried golf for a year, totally sucked at it, but love driving the cart. I'll be your caddy. All I can offer. That's fine. It's a 3-day weekend also. Yeah, something we have to worry about. Oh yeah, those 3-day weekends usually kick in on a negative way. Yeah, because people don't want to hold for a long period of time. People that are holding, that are swing traders, don't generally hold over those 3-day weekends. So that's interesting. Yeah, it's a good point. Really, really good point. Let's look at coin market cap. I haven't brought up any crypto stuff. Okay. Let's see what's up in the last 24 hours. So we have Rev that's up quite a bit in the last 24 hours. I know we just talked about this. It was at 2 cents. So you just grew 50% within like a couple of days. That's really, really good. And the funny thing, I think I was looking at that on something else. Coinbase. Bring up Coinbase and Coinbase Pro. Coinbase Pro. I probably have to sign in. Why? No, I don't. All right, so for Coinbase, my portfolio is looking pretty decent. It's above $3,000, and my earned interest is over $4.22. It's pretty good. I'll take it. I'll take it. I would like to add more, and I'll probably continue to add more as we go along. Let's also look at Coinbase Pro to see where my account actually is. Go to my portfolio. So I'm over $20,000 with Farm still leading the way. You have Internet Computer in second. You have Clover Finance that has been making a move for me. At least I have 1,000 coins, so that has been making a move. Litecoin is in that fourth spot at $1,500, holding around 8 of them. Cardano is also around that $1,500 mark. Gitcoin's around that as well. A lot of things are around 1,000, and you got some other things that are lower amounts. So yeah, sitting on about $20,500, which is not bad at all. Total, I guess it would be somewhere around $23,500 if we're looking at both of them together. And again, this is more of my interest building account. That's what I'm going to use it for. Yeah, algo's up 4%. That's really, really good. Let's see, coin market cap. Yeah, so Rev is up 25%. Solana is up again. That's up to 130, 140. That's really, really good. Seeing that. Near is up 18%, up to $6.58. What else is moving? BitTorrent, Algo, Chainlink, Litecoin. So you got a lot of things that are moving in like the single-digit percentages. Over the last 7 days, you can see that things have moved quite a bit. You got Rev up 118%, AR up 95%, FTM that's up 90%. That has 2.5 billion coins. So getting up to, is that billion? Yeah, 2.5 billion. So yeah, it's close to $1. That's great. Let's go back to AMC. I did want to show you guys some AMC information. So let's look at that. Dude, I got your notification today. That has to mean something. Hopefully that does. Guys, we have 150 people in here. If you can hit the like button, please do so. Hey man, risky not have conviction in your own stock. Trying to follow someone else's is somewhat dangerous. Yes. Yeah, you want to basically, like, you can get opinions, but you want more of like a second opinion than anything, rather than, you know, just taking positions for what they are. So you take a position, and maybe you'll look at it and have that second opinion, but typically you want to bring something to the table, and then if someone else has a good opinion about it, then you can make your move into it, or, you know, look at what they're saying and maybe get a third opinion, whatever you want to do. But you're right. You're absolutely right. My MMAT has been good for me. I've made some nice gains. Yeah, that's good. Recently, hopefully, because you've probably seen that somewhere around the last couple of weeks or so. Everything else was down quite a bit. Nothing better than being out in an open field, throwing your balls on the ground and whacking away. Yeah, well said. You're not following. The more, oh, wait, oh. The more eyes on, the better. I wouldn't blindly buy it. I'm not greenhorn and different than being here now. Yeah, again, I mean, I just say that you need a second. You always need a second, third, fourth opinion, and you're not just buying blindly, unless you, I mean, it's a small position and you physically want to just do it. You just have play money that you want to do it with, because I do that all the time. But it's never something that I'm looking for a crazy investment from. Like, blind investments for me would be SafeMoon. That's a blind investment. You know, Pallane was more, it wasn't a blind investment. I had a reason to invest into it. Shiba, blind investment, without actually looking into all the data, just seeing the growth, and obviously was able to move into that. But you have some blind investments that you have play money with, but then if you want to actually gain money and, you know, build something for yourself, then, dude, I missed the content. You missed the credit card content. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's been really tough, and I'm noticing there's views that are going down, because it's like AMC video in that day. If you don't, like, if it's not an AMC video for the specific day, it doesn't get any views anymore. So it's always like I do this video today, tomorrow it gets no views because it's a new day. They're always looking up new AMC content. So it's definitely tricky. I want to continue to do the updates, but I also want to upload another video, but that's obviously more work. So maybe I can put more work and more editing into some of the credit card videos and all of that stuff. I do miss doing those, and I do miss giving you guys even educational tips, because views stay still. Like, if I stopped recording for a week, in the past, you would get views because you have videos that can live a long life. But with AMC content, they're out there, but they don't live a long life because it's update day by day by day. And if you don't have that information on that day, the next day it's going to be irrelevant. Yeah, I understand. We need to progress. I love the credit card content. I love creating it. I love talking about it. But I just, it's just like, okay, well, AMC update a video. We need to have that. We need to make sure we have that stream about stocks. Now, this could be more of an educational show that we create rather than just, focusing on one position. We can do stocks and crypto. I don't know, watch list update or something. Like we can change the show name, and it can actually be a show, which can be something that has a long life to it, versus just talking about AMC and crypto. But obviously, we have to get through what's going on with AMC and GME before we can make that move. So eventually, we'll get back to it. Zoom could be an interesting play for anybody interested. Growth play and on a 15% discount. Interesting. I did want to look at this to see how much they were shorting. So they shorted 40% yesterday. Yeah, Zoom is on the lower side from where the peak point actually is at, 588. But I don't know if it will get back to this point, because as people start to go back to the offices, and people have been going back to the offices, I haven't, but people are using Zoom. I'm using Microsoft Teams a lot. So I notice a lot of businesses have gone to Teams rather than going to Zoom or anything. I mean, we still have it available, but we don't use it as much. You also look at, let me make sure I don't have any meetings, because you can also look at some of the other touch points here. So I would say some of the other touch points are more realistic, looking at about a $400 price. That's not bad. It has dropped down to about 288. You see this gap here, and you have this level of support here, and it could go back down to those levels before it ends up increasing. So definitely watch out for that. But you do have this double touch point to show a firm resistance, and that's why you did see that strong decrease, followed by consolidation, followed by a gap, a huge gap. But yeah, you're right. Soon could be a really, really good play. Or never make an investment without full research. But I have missed plenty of opportunities just because I didn't have eyes on it. I like to find out what others are into as well. That's good. That's really, really good. I have made investments without full research and made a lot of money on some of those plays, but you also lose money on some of those plays. If you lose your entire investment and you're investing $100, it may not mean as much to you. It depends what that level of not meaning as much to you is. So if I invest $10 and turn that $10 into $100, it's an amazing investment. Or I turn that $100 into $1,000, it's an amazing investment. But you can also lose that $100. Well, what's the chances that when you get into any of those investments that you won't look into a lot of the data, not all of the data, but a lot of it, in order to understand where it can get to and what will happen if one of those $100 turns into $1,000. You have 10 chances to end up doing that. And if you do it the right way, you can gain quite a bit, because out of 10 chances, you might have 2 that actually make it. It's $2,000 that you can make from investing $1,000. So technically, you're up another $1,000 after investing 10 $100 investments. What are your thoughts on Mmat? I just gave my thoughts on Mmat. I think the Cliff Notes is just, I don't believe it will get back to previous highs. There's a huge gap, but there are some levels of resistance that it could end up retesting. How long before we see a massive fall on the number of crypto? Fall? I don't know what that is. It's worse than we shop for numbers of things available. I don't know. Like, you're basically saying, like, when are we gonna see like crypto like kind of fall off the map? I'm not really understanding. like killing off crypto. I don't think that'll be the case. I don't think you'll see that. Um, the thing that you will see is you obviously see a lot of money scams that people can recognize a lot. But there are people that just believe in it. They truly do believe in it, and it sucks. That some people end up believing in it. I try not to. But there are some that are really believable out there. Like they create like full websites for it. It looks amazing, and then they completely rug pull everything. So it's definitely a tricky situation, but we all know what are the valid cryptocurrencies to get into and what makes sense, not just based on the popularity, but a lot of times if you look at anything on Coinbase, it's not really a rug pull. You haven't really seen anything that has been a rug pull on Coinbase. So if you wanted to get something that's a lot of cryptocurrency that's more validated and it makes sense, then you go on Coinbase. I've been watching your content more since you started talking about crypto and not just stocks for AMC. Your live streams have been more interesting than all these other people just streaming AMC. Well, thank you for saying that. I wish that got out. I love talking about crypto. I would like to just do a crypto stream. But it seems like I do have to talk about stocks because I have a lot of money in stocks. I have about 55,000 in stocks right now, and I have about 23,000 in crypto. So it's not an even split, but we're looking at a decent amount in both. So that's why I love to talk about it. And I'm glad that you guys see it as interesting talking about crypto and not just AMC. Morning, everyone. Are you closer to the camera? Yes, I am closer to the camera. The camera is not behind my desk. It's now, I don't know what's going on here, but it looks like it's like leaning or something. It doesn't matter. I'll keep it that way. But yeah, I'm closer to the camera because it's not behind my desk. It's on my desk. So I have a whole setup now where I could put it behind my desk and it should be there. But when I take it out to golf, I just pick it up and go. So. But we can't sustain the number of crypto. Yeah, you're right. We can't. We can't sustain the number of cryptocurrency, but platforms can limit the amount that, or can limit the ones that they put on their platform. They can delist them whenever they want. They can put them on whenever they want. And I think as you go into different platforms that are that give you like reasonable cryptocurrencies, like cryptocurrencies that we believe in, that a lot of people do believe in, and have a use case behind it, you're going to see them end up making that move. So it's not just about, oh, well, you have all these cryptos available and a lot of them could be rug pulls. Yes, but if they're on sketchy platforms, then probably they probably are a rug pull. But if they're on a legit platform, like Coinbase, Coinbase Pro, Gate.io, Binance, whatever. You have a good platform that they're on, then you can make that move, and you don't have to worry about any super sketchy cryptos because the system got your back rather than you making a mistake. What do you think about Poly? I got in on a swing, yeah, but not sure if I want to sell it now. Poly, is that a cryptocurrency? I'm sorry. There's a lot of things. Let's see if that's a. Oh shoot. Like polymath? I've been in polymath for a while. If this is the position that you're talking about, I've been in polymath for a while. I have, let's see, just a little bit. I don't have a lot. I have 1,000. I have 1,000 of polymath, and I believe this can go a lot higher. Let's look at the information that it has. So the total circulating supply is 621 million. The popularity is 65. The typical hold time is 11 days, right? And you're looking at an increase of 1,156% in volume. So as you start to see this, I mean, I think that this is a good position. I just need to see what the max supply actually is for Poly, because it's not showing me on Coinbase. I like the fact that they are showing you for the most part. So it has a total supply of 1 billion. Seeing this at 1 billion means that this price at a reasonable amount could get to somewhere around $10. So seeing that get to $10, that's obviously a 20 times increase. So if you're holding a thousand coins, that can turn into $20,000, right? If you're holding 2,000 coins, obviously $40,000. So you can make that move into something pretty big. So I think my math was wrong, but still, you know what I mean. 1,000 coins would turn into $10,000. But still, I mean, you can make your move into positions like this. It just it matters about the popularity. As we look into a lot of this data, you see that a low supply with some popularity and has grown 1,164% in volume means that the popularity is growing, which means that this could make a decent move in the future when crypto really starts to blow. You know what I mean? So this is why I do hold Polymath and why I hold 1,000, and I'll probably hold more soon as I'm looking into it. So let's duplicate this and bring this over here. How will the government get their cut from crypto transactions? That's tough. The platforms have to provide the forms for it. If they do provide the forms for it and actually regulate this stuff, then they'll be able to get their taxes. But the point is that if we make $1 million right now, and I don't mean that you can evade taxes with crypto, but if we make $1 million right now in cryptocurrency, Coinbase does not have, from what I've seen, I haven't seen anything there, but they don't have a valid way of showing you your initial investment plus how much you gained. So if they don't show this on a regular screen, how are they going to show this in the background or in a tax document? So you have to kind of ballpark it. You have to kind of say, I invested $20,000, I made $500,000. Well, I don't know if you made $500,000 because that would add up to $520,000, but really you made $1 million. So that's where it ends up getting tricky, that people end up evading taxes, evading some taxes. They pay some, but they evade some as well. And I don't like that, because I want to be able to pay my fair share of taxes. And I don't want to just sit here and make a bunch of money and not pay it to the government, because that's the law, right? But if they're not giving the accurate documents, I have to ballpark it. And if you ballpark it, you may be off a few thousand. Webull only allow the purchase of one full stock and not fractional buys. From what I've seen, I haven't seen any fractional buys. I think with Robinhood you can do that. With Fidelity you can do that, but I haven't been able to do that with Webull. I think there might be an option, but I'm not 100% sure. Let's see. I like Coinbase for what it's worth, but the fees are rather, yeah. I mean, you're kind of paying a fee to get into cryptocurrencies that are, I don't know, legit, for lack of a better term. I mean, seriously. Coinbase only adds on ones that are legit. As you start to look into them, they don't really add on ones that will be, completely rug pulled. However, there may have been some in the past that they ended up delisting, and that's the difference maker between them and other platforms, is that if they do see something sketchy, they will delist them. Let's go. D. Johnson, Kevin, nah. Dustin Johnson, Kevin Na. Have a great day, dude. Off to cleaning windows. Keep it up. Enjoy it. All right, I will enjoy cleaning windows. Speaking of that, I need to clean my windows. I haven't cleaned my windows in a while, and change the filter of the furnace. You know what? I need to do all that stuff. I need to write a list and get some cleaning done because we need to clean. Our next door neighbors are cleaning. I don't know if they live there or if they're like getting the house ready to sell it. But it looks it looks really, really good. And they're cleaning the outside of it, cleaning everywhere, and it's making me want to clean. They gather a cut the taxes we pay from selling crypto. Yeah, but again, they don't have the reports. All right, let me go back to AMC to see what AMC is doing while we're talking about all this stuff while I'm going through comments. We're down 1% on AMC, by the way. How high can Cardano go this year? I took some profits at $3, but I'm waiting to buy more likely. Yeah. So Cardano can definitely go higher. I would say as we're looking at, let me pull up my Excel spreadsheet. So I have Cardano here. Now, just know that the max supply that they have is 45 billion. And currently it's at 31 billion, right? It's still, I think 31 billion, 31, 32 billion. But $5 is not out of the picture. I believe that Cardano can be that next crypto to break 100 or 200 billion dollar market cap. So I'm thinking somewhere around that $5 mark, $6 mark that we could see for Cardano. As we see that popularity, we see the usability, we see the staking opportunities, we see all of that stuff. This can make a move to about $5. And I don't think there's going to be any type of massive pullback for a while. And I think $5 is definitely a good mark. But yeah, you make your choice, you make your decision on what you want to do with them. But yeah, that's where I think it stands. Cardano could be big. I plan on maybe I should stake some Cardano. It doesn't matter about the full increase and just treat it like an ETF. Stake it on Coinbase and then we can go from there. Because I don't feel like it's something that I'm looking for a full growth opportunity from. Cardano, yes, you can look for a growth opportunity in the end, but it's not something that I'm looking for, it to 10x or 100x. It's something I'm looking for that to grow, stake it, gain some interest. That's what I'm looking to do. So I'm going to take my Cardano and put it on, a place where I could stake it. Can I stake it on Coinbase? I don't know. I don't even know how to do that. We'll figure it out. I just think the number of shit cryptos will continue to prevent people from taking AID seriously. Well, yeah, I mean, you think about it, and there's a number of penny stocks that people don't take seriously as well, and that's why they're on a whole nother market, whole nother exchange, right? You look at them, and people just say, "Oh, you trade penny stocks? Well, you don't know how to invest." Well, you trade crypto, you don't know how to invest, but then you start to say, "Okay, you trade shit coins." You don't know how to invest, and now you have legit coins and shit coins, both of those. But yeah, I think you're right when you say that. It's just going to take some education to understand where to buy cryptocurrency, and I think Coinbase is one of those places that you should be buying it. I don't mean to pump Coinbase so much, but 20 fee now? No. I would love to have his distance, but no. Eventually, I'll get. I'm telling you, I'm going to be hitting it. Consistently 270 yards. I know at my max, I've hit it over 300 yards easily before. Like every single hole, I would hit it 300 yards, and I had a great swing. I would practice every single day. This is before I had kids. I would practice every single day after work. And just hit a bunch of balls. And this is before YouTube as well. Even while I was on YouTube, I was still playing golf at a high level. And then now I'm not playing well at all. Like everything is just gone. Like my total motion is just horrible. I move my head a lot in my swing. It's just so much that I do wrong. And it's not that I can't fix it. I can't get that feeling back. So we'll figure it out. I'm going to go with probably just a couple of lessons, and I'm going to record those lessons as well. And if that person wants to, and I'll make sure that they want to before I go there. If they don't want to, then I won't go for that lesson. But if they do want to, then I'll go for that lesson somewhere. So I have to find a good person that wants to record the lesson so that I can watch it over and over again and understand what I'm doing wrong, the different things that I need to do, and then see how my swing progresses. So look out for that. Take a look at Vector Space AI. I have looked at that. This crypto is going to be huge. It's like buying Quant at $7. I have looked at that yesterday, I believe. Not yesterday, the day before that. It's a VX. VXV. Currently you have 50 million coins. That's the max, or I guess the total supply. They don't really have a max supply, but you're looking at 37.4 million coins there. This is something that does look interesting, and I said that it's at $7.47. Currently, you can only buy it on Uniswap, Shiba Swap, Coin Metro. Like, you don't have a lot of exchanges to end up buying this. As soon as this gets on like Gate.io, I can make a move into it, and I think that'll be really, really good to get into a position like that, because there's only 50 million coins again, and you have to be able to not verify, but you have to be able to understand the detail behind it and make sure that it's not something that can be rug pulled. Is there a reason why it's not on so many exchanges? Is it because it's brand new? You have to look into all that stuff. So this is where you have to look into it a little bit more, because it's not on exchanges that you are familiar with. Well, I'm familiar with these exchanges. It's just exchanges that I don't use. Let's see. Matt, they can short AMC for like 10 more years. No, they can probably short it for like a good year or so, maybe a year and a half, before they actually have to like give up, because I mean, their financials are just going to look horrible because they're losing so much money, and it's unrealized losses, but it's not a realized loss for them. But eventually that will be realized, and it'll be worse than what it is now. Infrastructure, healthcare, etc. costs a lot of money. Government manipulation, currency is part of what made America great, I guess. Just got my latest statement from Robinhood, and it had nothing on it. It's such a beautiful site. That's awesome. Cleaning supplies? Oh, you're giving me a super chat for cleaning supplies. Thank you. Thank you for sending that super chat, D. I appreciate it. Wait, D who? No, I'm just playing. You have Windows? Well, yes, I have Windows software, and I also have Windows over here. No, I just stay in the basement all day. No Windows. It's locked, and yeah. Your thoughts on any? What is any? What is any? Is it a crypto or a stock? You can stake it on Coinbase. Way to go, Idaho. Way to go, Idaho. Not ADA anyway. You can Ethereum. People miss this chance. Long name. Yeah, you do. I guess it's because my YouTube name is auto put in there for me. There's no way they put that. Toothbrush Life by Kelly Hancock RDH. There's no way they put that in there. What do you think about looming BTC liquidity issues? This 50K retracement is a bit scary now. I don't know. I don't have a lot of thoughts on Bitcoin, because I'm not really the biggest fan of Bitcoin, believe it or not. I have only the Bitcoin that I receive free from Coinbase, but I'm not the biggest fan of Bitcoin. Why? Because I'm looking for things that I can double my investment, or have something that's relatively low cost, that's not going to fluctuate from 50,000 down to 30,000. I'm not looking for something like that. If I am looking for something like that, I'm looking for a quick move with something like that. So I would get into a position like socks. If I can get into socks at $50,000, I would take that in a heartbeat. Like there's no time in between me buying socks at $50,000 and that increasing to $130,000 or $200,000. So that's what I'm looking for in a position that's that high in price. But anything like that, I'm not going to buy Bitcoin and hold on to it for a long period of time, thinking that it's going to go to 100K. You can easily put 50,000 into Cardano, and that can double as well. That 50,000 that you put in there can go and double into 100K, just like what's it called, Bitcoin can. So why put it into Bitcoin? Why look for a gain in Bitcoin? You're looking for a 5% gain in Bitcoin versus getting maybe a 100% gain in something else. Like it makes no sense to me, and like to buy something that's that high in price. Same thing with Ethereum. Like I love the fact that you can get Ethereum, and Ethereum has a lot more potential from what I'm understanding in like the growth and quick growth from $4,000 to $8,000, or from $2,000 to $4,000 where it is now. That's literally a doubling. And Bitcoin still has not even doubled. Has gotten to a low of like 28,000, and getting up to 52. It's still not even doubling. What that price was at its low. So you're still not gaining 100% on your Bitcoin. It makes no sense to me. So I'd rather get into some lower coins that have a better chance of doubling, like ICP. When I got in at 30, that doubled up to 70. And I was happy with that. But Bitcoin still hasn't doubled. If I would have put that money into Bitcoin, I would have gained less than if I would have put it into ICP. Do you know what I mean? Ethereum is now 4K. Yeah, I know. It was at $2,000 or less than $2,000 and has doubled. So I just don't understand why people would look at cryptocurrencies and go, you know what? I'm going to put $50,000 into Bitcoin because I didn't just see it go from 60,000 down to 28. So I want to lose half my money potentially. You know what I mean? Like it makes no sense. You can put it in so many different areas and end up gaining money in some areas, maybe losing money in others. But it's ridiculous to just say I want to put 50,000 into Bitcoin because I know it can go to $100,000. Okay, when is it going to go to $100,000? Is it going to take 4 months? Okay, 4 months, that doubled. Well, there's so many other positions. You could have put it into Solana. You could have put it into Cardano. You could have put it into XRP. You could have put it into anything and gained something from it. Freaking makes no sense. So when people are like, oh, you don't understand, get into Bitcoin for its usability. I'm putting my money into something to gain more money. I don't care what the hell Bitcoin is used for, right? I don't care if you're sitting here saying, and I understand people are proud of Bitcoin. If they held Bitcoin from a low level, then that's amazing. But to tell people to put money into it now it wouldn't be like completely reckless, because you do have that possibility of going to a way higher number, of getting to 100K. But saying that this is the best opportunity to grow is ridiculous. There's so many other opportunities. Just watch, Bitcoin in the next 3 to 6 weeks will be an altcoin. Will be wait, it'll be an altcoin season. Yeah. Does anyone know, is Ethereum a good price now, or will it go down? I think it has that possibility of pulling back down, but it is still an okay price. If you're looking for it to eventually double and you have a few months on where you want to hold something, that's definitely a place that you could be. But yeah, I don't know. Bitcoin, Ethereum. I would say at this point, there's people that are holding at lower levels that are waiting for this to make huge moves. But really, it's just people like getting in and out of these positions rather than people that are holding it for a long period of time. The typical hold time is pretty high on Bitcoin and Ethereum and Cardano. But you're looking at a price comparison and you're saying, okay, $3 versus $4,000. Okay, if that $4,000 that I put in there, or I put $4,000 into Cardano, well, that $4,000 can turn into, $8,000 pretty quick, right? In the next maybe few months or so. This will probably take a while for it to end up getting to $8,000 worth, because it'll pull back from certain levels, maybe 5,000 or something like that. I just don't see it. There's so many other opportunities. So many opportunities. Like, just imagine if the people that put money into Solana said, you know what, I'm not going to put this into Solana. I'm going to put it into Bitcoin. Well, you just gave up in the last 7 days, 72% that you would have gained. 7 days, 72%. In the last however many days, actually, let me go to Coinbase because it's probably easier to look at it there. In the past like month, you're probably up like hundreds of percent. Past 24 hours, you're up 19%. Past week, you're up 87%. Past month, you're up 323%. Past year, you're up 3,892%. So that is huge. Right? That's humongous. What time does the data come out? What data? What's up, Matt? How you doing today? I'm doing pretty good. Bitcoin has liquidity issues, and Bernie Madoff had liquidity issues. Seems legit. Y'all hit the like button. 6 likes and over. Wait, what? And over 200 people in here. Yeah, guys, hit the like button. We have 216 people in here. You guys can hit the like button. That would be great. Get me up to 150 likes. Good morning, Matthew and all. Let me know what you think. But I'm really starting to lick my chops. The more I look at Solana, yeah, it's just tough. I can't. The way that I look at it, right? You have 290 million total supply, or supply there. The total supply that you do see here with no max supply is 503 million, right? I'm not saying that this could be completely diluted and it could completely fall back on you, but it can at any moment. I'm not saying that this is going to pull all the way back. Right? It looks really strong, and the popularity is getting stronger by the day. And the people that are in it, you're making a decent amount of money. But I'm not going to make my move into there. It looks great. It's just for the amount that it's increasing, you can see the market cap's getting up to a high market cap of 41.4 billion. So once it hits, certain levels of market cap, understand that. Don't look at the price, and when you look at the price, look at the circulating supply, look at the max supply, understand how much that price can come down based on more supply being added, and also look at the market cap and compare it to some of the other ones. Because if you're looking at coins here and you're looking at everything compared to market cap, you're going to see Solana being 7th on the list, right below XRP. And look how many that hold above 100 billion. Look how many hold above 90. Look how many hold above 80, and understand where Solana actually is and how much growth it actually has left. Especially with bringing on more supply, means that if this price holds with more supply, means that the market cap does go up. And I mean, I don't see it. I don't see a lot of things breaking $100 billion market cap, but you can look at Cardano and say that's going to break 100 billion, and has broken 100 billion already. I believe it got to 100 billion after it broke $3. I think we can look at the market cap history. Yeah, it's gotten really, really close at 97.9. Yeah, it's gotten really close. But we're looking at a 95.5 billion dollar market cap for Cardano. So not a lot of things break that $100 billion barrier, but you can still see a little bit of growth if that's what you're looking for. If you're looking for 10%, 20% growth, you could possibly see that with Solana just find its lows. Morning all. I've been sleeping in too late the last couple of days. How's it going, Matt? It's going pretty good. I can't complain. Um, uh, Golf is great. Channels are okay. I mean, my revenue's down, but it's fine. I'm okay with that. If you guys don't like BTC, then just don't buy it. I'll just keep stacking. No worries at all. Yeah, I mean, it's all based on whatever opinion you have. I don't like BTC that much. Um, just because of the price and so much opportunity elsewhere. But yeah, I mean, if you like BTC, I mean, you can continue to grow with it and treat it like a mutual fund, treat it like an index fund, whatever you wanted to do, and watch that growth as you are going about your day. It's just I think that there are so many other positions that can grow 20%, 18%, whatever, 100% in the past 7 days. Either way, one BTC will be worth 1 million in 10 years. I don't know about that. That's a crazy market cap. If it has 21, I don't even know if I have one for BTC. I don't. Let's see. What is that? I have a max supply right now. It's at the supply is at 19. Let's just go 19 million. Right. We'll do that here. And then we'll look at the price as 50,000 current price. That's almost $1 trillion market cap. Now, if it's at 100,000, you're looking at a $1.9 trillion market cap, which is not absurd because Bitcoin has been up to 1.3 trillion. But then if we're looking at, let's say 250,000, you're looking at a $4.7 billion market cap. And you get up to 500,000, that's a $9.5 billion market cap. 7 and 1 million. So you get up to these levels and you're looking at a $19 trillion market cap. And here you're looking at a $14 trillion market cap, $9 trillion market cap, $4.7 trillion market cap. Like that's huge. Getting up to $1 million is just, I think, absurd. That's $19 trillion market cap, which is insane. I wouldn't put too much emphasis on market cap in 10 years. It wasn't long ago that trillion was bonkers. No, then you're starting to get to levels to where you're worth like half the stock market. That doesn't make sense. That one coin would be worth that much. You think that Bitcoin's going to have that much dominance over the rest of the field that it's going to be worth $19 trillion. I mean, it's just too much. It's too much. I understand saying that it can get to 100K or even getting to something of, 200, 250, 200K, whatever. But getting to $1 million is just insane. It is insane. And if it does, it still will be insane that it's there. You know what I mean? Like that's $19 trillion market cap. And if nothing else follows it, then that means that Bitcoin's going to basically be 100% of the crypto market, which makes no sense whatsoever. So I truly believe that it can get to 100K. I truly believe that it could make that move to 200 or 250K. But anything above that, I don't believe it. And if it does happen, it does happen. I mean, I can be proven wrong. I've been proven wrong tons of times. But I'm just telling you, if it gets up to a $19 trillion market cap and other things don't follow, then the crypto market will be labeled as a scam rather than anything else. And there has to be something going on. That means that everybody has to be holding those positions. We're going to see the circulation of BTC, which you're not going to see that as often because it takes a while to actually the transaction to go through if you're paying for things. I just don't see it. Now, if we have things that start to get up to Bitcoin's level, you start to see this get up to 250, right? And you start to see things push that $1 trillion barrier for market caps. So say Ethereum goes up into $1 trillion, right? For market cap. Cardano ends up making a move into the 500 billion, 600 billion. You see other altcoins that end up pushing up into the $100 billion market cap stage. Then you could start to see things really push up if the crypto market actually begins to boom more. And then I'll look at it and say, all right, this looks realistic. But we can't say that this looks realistic if we're not even seeing the crypto market be worth that much, or even like close to it, right? That means that the crypto market in general will be worth maybe, let's say if Bitcoin is 19 trillion and the crypto market is worth 30 trillion or 40 trillion, right? Then that sort of makes sense with Bitcoin's dominance staying at 50%. So it just all depends. Yeah, that's true. In 20 years, it could be more realistic depending on how the market actually grows. So you're not wrong there. You're not wrong. I would agree with you by saying that, because there's a lot of times where companies get into the billions or get into hundreds of billions or even trillions that just doesn't make sense to a lot of people, but they got there. We have to make that move sometime. Apple has a market cap of 2.3 trillion in their company. That's predominantly in the U.S. But what's Apple's dominance on the overall stock market? What's it called? The stock market market cap. It's not as high as what Bitcoin would be. It's like right now, Bitcoin is at basically 1 trillion. I think that 1 trillion, 1.9 trillion, 2 trillion, 4 trillion is definitely in play. But I'm saying that you start to look at all of these other levels and it starts to get a little bit ridiculous as of now to look out to that point, because who knows if Bitcoin will remain as dominant as it was. If it does remain as dominant as it was, then yes, you can look at the overall crypto market and say it's 30 trillion, 40 trillion, 50 trillion total, and Bitcoin's dominance is 50% still, or 40% still. And now you're looking at $19 trillion. So yes, that's definitely something that could happen. But people are talking about it now that the flippening is going to happen. Other cryptocurrencies will actually take over as the leader, as more of the dominant crypto. And I don't see them remaining at that 40%, 50% mark. I see others start to make their move. But that's my opinion. It's not as big as everyone thinks. BTC should have topped out around 5 trillion to be liquid. So you're saying around that $250,000 price point, so $5 trillion. Took away control interest of the top 4 Chinese Bitcoin miners. Y'all trust China? I pulled all my money I had invested in China out. XRP is ledger based and is used by many bank institutions worldwide. Do your DD, bro. Me? I didn't even talk about XRP. Maybe you're talking to someone else. 100K by the end of the year? I think it's possible. It has been to 1.3 trillion. Yeah, something like that. 1.3, 1.4 trillion dollar market cap. So I would believe you by saying that. So we got about 9 minutes to the stream, guys. Make sure you guys hit the like button if you can. If you want to support some of my other channels, definitely support it. Again, I have another channel here, and I'm uploading a video. But if we go to my channel, you're going to see Matt Perry Golf. I have a couple of videos here, a couple over 100 views, some that are making their way up. But not playing my best golf, but eventually we will get to a point to where I'm playing a lot better golf and hitting it consistently, you know, and doing some different challenges. I'm doing different challenges now while I'm not playing the best golf, but we're gonna fix my swing, and I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna have some coaches and some probably record my fitting. I'm gonna do a fitting when my swing does get on point and I'm able to hit it, you know, like 300 yards or close to it. And my 5-iron gets back to me hitting it 210. My 9-iron gets back to me hitting it around 155 ish. So I just I did hit my 9-iron the other day, 145. So I'm getting my speed back. It's just my swing. So yeah, no one cares about golf. You do. Golf is where you get into some of the best investments, actually. As I talk to people in golf, and this is the reason why I got into investing, actually. Well, not the full reason. I got into investing before that, but the reason why I got heavily into investing was, you know, talking to a lot of people while on the golf course and everything. And you make some of the best business decisions and all of that stuff. It's really fun. Any Solana bulls? Not right now. You'll be kicking yourself when it hits 100K and you'll think, dang, I should have bought at 50. I won't be thinking that. That's literally just doubling your money. You could do that anywhere. Well, if you mean I don't care about golf. Yes, you're right. That's what he means. That video yesterday was fire. Those tee boxes give you a bit of advantage, I feel. It's hard to chunk it or hit those fat. Middle of business on the golf course. Yeah, those tee boxes were kind of weird though. Some of them, as I got to the later holes, as you've seen, they weren't as elevated, so I was hitting really good shots. But yeah, I would say you don't have the ability to chunk it. You still can thin it. I have thinned a couple of shots on that course. But yeah, it was fun. Hitting off of a mat is a lot better than hitting off of grass, but I don't know, something about the feeling of grass. It does feel great when you hit a shot, a little bit better than hitting off of a mat. Hitting the green is amazing because I was definitely dialed in from like 60 to 80 yards. What's your favorite crypto? I would say my favorite cryptocurrency, I'm probably holding it. I would say my favorite cryptocurrency right now, it has to be Harvest Finance, just because it has so much potential that I just truly do believe in. You know, with less coins, it shows that you can get to a crazy, like, higher price just with a lot of popularity and people holding. So that's one of my favorite cryptocurrencies. I know that Clover Finance is one of them as well. I currently hold 1,000 of Clover Finance, and the reason I hold 1,000 of Clover Finance and why I do love Clover is not because of any usability. And if you're talking about use cases, then there's a different story. But the reason why I like Clover Finance is you look at the total supply that it has. It has 128 million currently circulating, right? That's nothing, which means that when you have popularity and you have you know, people that are holding the position, you start seeing that price increase. Now this does have a 1 billion supply here, so you're still looking at you know, more of a supply. Even looking compared to Solana, it's more of a supply. But where it currently stands, it can get up into the level of, you know, $40, $50, $60 at the current circulating supply. Even if it goes up to 200 million, you can get up to other levels. And even if you do see this at 1 billion supply, you can still see this get up to $40, $50, $60. And currently holding 1,000 coins, that means that anything at $40 or anything at 10 plus, it would be obviously 1,000 times whatever the price is. So right now I own 1,000 coins, so 1,000 times $1.80 is $1,800. 1,000 times 40 would be $40,000. So that's a big, a large amount that I'll be able to take out and put into other investments as a whole. And that's why I'm holding Clover Finance. I truly do believe in where that position can go, especially being on Coinbase. And all you need to do is start to see the hold time go up. Even if you do see that go to $10, $2, whatever, you're holding $2,000 worth. So yeah, it's relatively new. So we'll see how that plays out. But I'm holding a lot of that. I'll probably end up buying some more just because I would like to hold probably 2,000 of it. If we see this decrease a little bit more, I don't know if we will, but if we do, that's one of them. But yeah, I would say Harvest Finance, Clover is one of my favorite. And ICP, but my favorite overall is Farmcoin. BTC is for everyone regardless of financial status. Do you have any XRP? I don't hold any XRP. Cardano should be your favorite. I like Cardano, but it's not my absolute favorite. It's something that I'm going to treat as I do with other positions as well. On Coinbase, wherever I can stake it, that's where I will stake it. I hope that I can stake it on Coinbase, and I don't know if you can. We'll see. You can't get XRP on Coinbase. Yeah, you're right. I'm an XRP heavy at 33 cents. That's great. The do DD on all the crypto millionaires are saying the same thing based off of previous bull cycles. Never heard of Harvest. Tell me more. No, I love Harvest Coin. Just the reason, I mean, the potential for me. And I've made a couple of videos on it. James Patterson, I feel I've already getting old. I hear that's the truth for sure. I do watch the majors and a few other tournaments as well in the PGA. Yeah, I watch a lot of them. I haven't watched them recently because they take too much time, and Erica doesn't like to watch them. So I have to do it on my spare time, which I don't have any spare time. So yeah. You can get it on Coinbase. I can't get it on Coinbase. Clover and Harvest good buys now. I would say Clover is more of a good buy now. Yeah, definitely both of them actually. Clover is a good buy now. That's not a bad price where it is. Can easily get over $2 with no problem. Can pull back, but definitely treat it like more of a mutual fund where you can put in more because this will end up making a move in a little bit. But Harvest Finance, where it is at 250, yeah, that's a lowish price from where it was. The highest point that it got to recently was $355. So you can definitely see that make a move, and it's probably going to make a move soon. So I probably want to put some more into here. Yeah, at 240, that's not a bad price. Buy 3 more and get an even 20, or I can buy more Clover. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I also have Gitcoin, which I did believe in as well. You know, that has risen where I was at $7 or $8, and that went up to $12 or $13. So I'm bullish on that. I'm also bullish on some lower positions as well, like Anchor Coin, you know, AMP, ACH, Polymath. I'll probably buy more Polymath. That's definitely it. Let me. All right, so I think we're good. So I'm gonna have to get out of here. It's 9 o'clock. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, all of that stuff. Support my other channels. Everything you can do to support me, I appreciate it. But I'm going to get out of here, and I will catch you guys in the next video.